trustee, we're getting ready to start the board meeting, so will you, put your phone on mute until the clerk asks for a roll call or voting?
Sure.
Okay, hold on a second.
You can hear me good, right?
We can hear you just fine.
Thank you.
You ready? Good evening, everyone. I would like to call our regular board meeting to order at 7:30. We're located in the Village Chambers, 2350 South 25th Avenue. Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, we can, Madam President. Trustee Abraham,
Yes.
Trustee Chamalave,
Here.
Trustee Senior,
Here.
Trustee Shelby,
Here.
Trustee Armour,
Here.
Trustee Miller.
Here.
Madam President, we do have a quorum. Can we all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
United States of America. Indivisible.
Thank you. Can we all please pause for a moment of silence? Thank you. Before we go into public comments, let me ask for a motion to allow Trustee Abraham, who is ill, to participate electronically.
I motion to allow Trustee Abraham to come on remotely. Second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Shelby, seconded by Trustee Senior, to allow Trustee Abraham, who is at home, participating remotely. I'll take a roll call. Trustee Abraham?
Yeah.
Trustee Chamalave?
Yes.
Trustee Senior?
Yes.
Trustee Shelby?
Yes.
Trustee Armour?
Yes.
Trustee Miller?
Yes.
And that carries 6-0. Thank you all. Next, we'll have public comments. When you come up to do your public comments, right here at the mic, speak clearly, and you have a limit of 3 minutes. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Ms. Gillespie, Carissa Gillespie.
Good evening, Mayor. Can you all hear me? Good evening, Mayor, everyone. My name is Carissa Gillespie. I am a 20-year teacher at Proviso West High School. I'm also a 8-year resident of the Village of Broadview. I'm here this evening just to say thank you to the Mayor and the Village of Broadview for their support in our past School District 209 election. I was one of the campaign managers for Proviso 209 United, and one of the major things that was concerned of me was making sure that our schools are funded and using the resources that are set out for our schools, not only equitably, but in a way that is transparent and in a way that truly allows for our students to be successful. It was not easy. And there's still work ahead, but I truly want to thank Mayor Katrina Thompson for her guidance, for her assistance, for her encouragement, because again, we are not politicians. We are parents, we are teachers, and we are concerned about our schools. And again, we have a swearing in coming in on Thursday. There's work to be done. We'll continue to work. But again, I just came because I really, truly wanted to thank you for your support, as well as the Village of Broadview. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, that's nice. Swearing in is Thursday at 5:30 at PMSA.
Thank you, Ms. Gillespie and Ms. Brooklyn. I do the work because that's what I'm supposed to do. So I'm honored to be able to support candidates that want to practice transparency and be accountable as an elected official. So thank you for the recognition. I appreciate it. Mr. Clerk?
Thank you, Madam President. Okay, next, item 3, communications. I've got a few. First is move with the mayor. bike riding and hula hoop fit and fly event. This is happening Saturday, May 27th at the Village Hall Municipal Lot right here at 10 a.m. It's bike registration, and we'll be riding from about noon to 1:30 p.m. We will ride, okay, this is different now. It says we will ride at 11 a.m. for 1 hour, weather permitting. So is it 11 a.m.?
It's at noon.
So we're gonna,
So no, it started at 10, bike registration, from
Bike
11 to
registration's at 10.
noon. And then from noon to 1:30 is the hula hoop.
Got it. Okay, and if you need more information, I'll have these available for whomever. Next, Missies and Misters, age 5 through 9. Grab your tutu and bow tie. You're invited to the Mayor's Super Sweet Party, Saturday, May 13th, from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. This will be held right over at Schroeder Park, 2600 South 13th Avenue. Space is limited, so you must RSVP by May 5th. Call Lily at 708-681-3600, extension 259. And then, we've got our big event this summer, the Juneteenth celebration. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in a second, but this announcement is for the Juneteenth Essay Contest, sponsored by the Broadview Juneteenth Committee. This contest is open to all students in grades 3rd through 8th in the village of Broadview. There will be 2 winners. Entrance must be between 3rd and 8th grade. Answer the prompt 100 to 200 words, et cetera, et cetera. If you have more questions or need more information, you can contact myself at kmcgreer@broadview-il.gov, or Lily, who is the mayor's assistant, S. Sierra, with 2 R's, at broadview-il.gov. The winners will be selected. All participants will receive a certificate, and the 2 winners will read their essay on our Juneteenth celebration Sunday, June 19th. And speaking of Juneteenth, we're going to do our 3-day celebration starting Friday, June 16th, right over at Schroeder Park, 7:30. And then our big event starts Saturday and goes through Sunday. We're going to have a theme, 50 years of hip hop. We've got 2 dynamic headliners, one on Saturday, one on Sunday, and a host of other entertainers throughout the village and local up-and-coming talent. And you're going to have a real good time. We got a lot of food vendors, a lot of service vendors. So if you, in fact, want to be a vendor or performer, contact myself or Lily at those same numbers I gave you before, 708-681-3600. This year, our spring cleanup has been delayed due to the fact that we are changing waste haulers. We're changing from group to our new waste hauler, SBC, and they're going to be starting June 1st. Now, June 1st is on a Thursday, I believe? Thursday. I'm pretty sure it's a Thursday. So just prior to that, they're going to be delivering your brand-new waste cans, your solid waste and your recycled cans to your house, and you'll get a welcome package just like this along with that delivery. Now, you can get this today, either here at Village Hall, or if you're part of the Constant Contact mailer, we did send that through that email. So check your email. This is telling you everything you need to know about the waste hauling. And again, that spring cleanup is going to happen that Saturday, June 24th. Did I miss anything there? Did I miss anything? All right, that concludes communications for today. Next is item 4, consideration to approve the following minutes. Minutes from the April 17th, 2023 regular board meeting.
Motion to approve. A second.
It's been properly motioned by trustee Senior, seconded by trustee Chalmalave. Madam President, open for discussion.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Chairwoman of the Finance Committee, Trustee Jari Shelby, will you please read the warrant list?
Yes.
We're going to do the minutes first.
Oh, that's the minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Any questions? Trustee Abraham, you have any questions about the minutes?
No.
Trustee Senior?
No question.
Trustee Chalmalave?
No question.
Trustee Shelby?
No questions.
Trustee Armour?
No questions.
Trustee Miller?
No questions.
Okay, Mr. Clerk.
Roll call, trustee Abraham,
Yes.
trustee Chalmalave,
Here.
trustee Senior,
Yes. Here.
trustee Shelby,
Yes.
trustee Armour,
Yes.
trustee Miller,
Yes.
And Madam President, this carries 6-0 unanimously. Thank you all. Next item, 5, consideration to approve expenditures, grand total of all funds, $961,561.21 for the period ending April 27, 2023.
Motion to approve.
I second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Senior, seconded by Trustee Chalmalave. Madam President.
Thank you. Now, Trustee Shelby, Finance Chairwoman, will you please read the warrant list?
Yes, and this is the warrant list as of April the 27th, 2023, and the vendors are AVI Systems Incorporated, $9,063. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois, $155,293.76. Broadview Westchester Joint Water Agency, $288,488.25. Seober Group, $6,807.30. Comcast Business, $3,797.56. Group Incorporated, $13,809. Lincoln National Life Insurance, $6,354.66. Kyoto Elosi, I am sorry, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, $2,543. Mercury Systems Incorporated, $18,608.99. Paramedic Billing Services Incorporated, $17,058.15. Petroleum Technologies Equipment, $6,264. Ray O'Haron Company Incorporated, $3,965.56. South Central Capital Group LLC, $9,500. Sarisa Mahajan, $20,000. The Red Door Meeting Place Incorporated, $301,161.30. U.S. Postmaster, $10,542. And West Cook County Solid Waste Agency, $10,464.30. The total of expenditures over $2,500 was $883,720.83, which is a 92% of all total expenditures in the amount of $961,561.31. We had a couple of manual payments, and the vendors are Music Magic Moments. The date was April the 26th, 2023. Check number 84413 in the amount of $300. Another check total is called Total Capacity Events. That was April the 24th, 2023. Check number 84412 in the amount of $205, which the total of manual checks came to $505. The total expenditures, accounts that were affected by these expenditures, the general fund in the amount of $343,100.82. We have the garbage fund and the amount of $24,273.30. We have the Roosevelt Road TIF Fund in the amount of $301,831.30, and the Water and Sewage Fund in the amount of $292,355.89. Again, for a grand total of $961,561.31. Again, Madam Mayor, that concludes my report.
Thank you. Trustee Abraham, you have any questions or comments about the warrant list?
No, we do not.
Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Trustee Chalmalave?
No question.
Trustee Shelby?
No questions.
Trustee Armour?
No questions.
Trustee Miller?
None.
Mr. Clerk?
Roll call. Trustee Abraham.
Yes.
Trustee Chalmalavi.
Yes.
Trustee Senior.
Yes.
Trustee Shelby.
Yes.
Trustee Armour.
Yes.
Trustee Miller.
Yes.
And Madam President, this does carry 6-0 unanimously. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Next, item 6, presentation. We have none. Item 7, committee reports. These committee reports are given by the trustees at each first meeting of the month, starting with the Business License Committee. Trustee Armour.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
The Business License Committee meeting, there is no report this month. There were no temporary licenses issued, and you will hear an additional report at our next meeting from our Commissioner Upshaw.
Thank you, Trustee Armour. Next is Police and Fire Committee. Trustee Miller.
No report.
Thank you, Trustee Miller. Next is Finance Committee. Trustee Shelby.
Yes, we had a budget hearing, meeting on April the 27th, and we passed the budget for fiscal year 2023 and 2024. And that's the end of my report.
Thank you, Trustee Shelby. Next is the Building and Public Property Committee. Trustee Chalmalavi.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
We have a vacant nuisance property, 2412 South 9th Avenue, and that property is scheduled to be demolished. Not sure exactly on the date, but notices have gone out to the residents. It would be a certain area, right?
Yeah.
Notices have gone out to the residents in that particular area. So, again, that's 2412 South 9th Avenue. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Trustee Chalmalavi. Next is the Water Drainage and Health Committee. Trustee Senior.
There's no report at this time.
Thank you, Trustee. And next is Street, Sidewalks, and Alleys Committee. Trustee Abraham.
No report.
Thank you, Trustee. That concludes committee reports. Next is item 8, old business. We have none. Bringing us to item 9, new business. Item A, the swearing in of trustees for a 4-year term. We're going to do all 3 trustees that were recently reelected together. So if you will join me, Trustee Miller, up to the front, we can get you started. Can you please repeat after me, Trustee Miller? I,
Judy Miller,
having been elected to the office of village trustee
having been elected to the office of village trustee
in the village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois,
in the village of Broadview, county of Cook, state of Illinois,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of village trustee
of village trustee
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
One of these is yours. Are you ready, Trustee Senior? All right. Can you raise your right hand? And repeat after me.
I,
I, Trustee Andrea Senior,
having been elected to the office of village trustee
having been elected to the office of trustee
in the village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois,
in in the village, wait, say it,
in the Village of Broadview,
in the village of Broadview,
County of Cook, State of Illinois,
County of Cook, State of Illinois,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the village trustee
of the village trustees
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Uh-oh, 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 Thank you. Congratulations. Come on, trustee. You next. Please raise your right hand. You have to say your name. I,
Jari Shelby,
having been elected to the office of village trustee
having been elected as the office of village trustee,
in the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois,
the village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of village trustee
of village trustee
according to the best of my ability.
according to the very best of my ability.
Thank you.
Her ink. She wants her ink pen back.
I was like, that's not.
All right. Next is item B, a proclamation, National Bike Month, May 2023.
Motion to approve.
We don't have to have a motion or approval. The mayor's going to read proclamation.
Thank you. So this proclamation is the National Bike Month 2023. Whereas the Village of Broadview will be promoting bicycling during the month of May 2023, and whereas the bicycle is economically healthy, convenient, and environmental sound form of transportation and an excellent tool for recreation and enjoyment of Broadview's scenic beauty. And whereas throughout the month of May, the residents of Broadview and its visitors will experience the joys of bicycling through educational programs, racing, community events, charity events, or by simply getting out and going for a ride. And whereas Broadview Road and Trail System attract bicyclists each year, providing economic health, transportation, tourism, and scenic benefits. And whereas creating a bicycle-friendly community has shown to improve citizens' health, well-being, and quality of life, growing the economy of Broadview, attracting tourism dollars, improving traffic safety, supporting student learning outcomes, and reducing pollution, congestion, and wear and tear on our streets and roads. And whereas the mayor's office, schools, parks, and recreation departments, police departments, public health districts, hospitals, companies, and civic groups will be promoting bicycling during the month of May 2023. And whereas these groups are also promoting bicycle tourism year-round to attract more visitors to enjoy our local restaurants, hotels, retail establishments, and culture and scenic attractions. And whereas these groups are also promoting greater awareness of bicycle operation and safety education in an effort to reduce collisions, injuries, fatalities, and improve health and safety for everyone on the road. And now, therefore, I, Katrina R. Thompson, Mayor of Village of Broadview, do hereby proclaim May 23 as Bike Month in the Village of Broadview, and I urge all residents to join me in this special observance. Signed this day of May 23rd, Mayor Katrina Thompson. So you all know that we have Bike with the Mayor every year, so we're going to be kicking off our annual bike ride for the community on May 27th, and we'll ride through the whole summer, and then we'll reconvene with all of the towns within the township for the tour day proviso the first Saturday in the month. So it's important that we promote tourism, show up what we have to offer in these communities, and I'm happy to be a part of the National Bike Month proclamation. So I will sign it and give it over to the clerk for records. You guys that to me.
All right, thank you, Mayor. Next is item C, the resolution supporting the United States Surgeon General's call to action to promote walking and walkable communities.
Motion to approve.
So we don't need approval for this one either. This is a proclamation. So this resolution is.
We need
a motion.
Oh, yeah, we
yeah.
do need a motion.
So I
That's
got a
right.
motion by trustee Senior. Did I get a second?
Second.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
been seconded by, it's been properly
Thank
motioned by trustee Senior, seconded by trustee Shelby. Okay, Madam President.
Thank you. Excuse me. This is a resolution. So as we become a healthy community, either through biking or walking or some of the other things that we're doing, we're going to add hula hooping this year to what we're doing. But whereas 1 out of every 2 U.S. adults is living with a chronic disease such as heart disease, cancer, or diabetes, and whereas these diseases are leading causes of premature death and disability and leading drivers of the nation's $3.8 trillion in annual health care costs, and whereas the health of a community workforce affects economic development and chronic disease increases costs to employers and a lost productivity and higher health care expenditures, and whereas physical activity can reduce illness from chronic diseases and premature death, regular physical activity helps prevent risk factors for disease such as high blood pressure and weight gain, and protects against multiple chronic diseases such as heart disease, stroke, some cancers, type 2 diabetes, and depression. And whereas an individual decision to walk can be made easier by programs and policies that opportunities and encouragement for walking and improvements to community walkability. And whereas Step It Up, the Surgeon General's call to action to promote walking and walkable communities calls on Americans to become more physical active through walking and calls on community to better support walking and walkability. And whereas Step It Up provides evidence-based strategies to support walking and walkable communities. And whereas local government can play an important role in promoting physical activity and in building walkable communities, and now therefore be it resolved that the Village of Broadview supports the United States Surgeon General's call to action to promote walking and walkable communities. And be it fourth resolved that the Village of Broadview will commit to developing initiatives, programs that support these goals and strategies related to walking and walkable communities. Again, we've been walking with the mayor for a couple of years now, so we walk every Saturday. This year to be alternated between biking and walking, but we've already started the initiative, and it just made sense for us to get on board with Move with the Mayor as we promote health and wellness in our community. Trustee Abraham, you have any questions or comments?
No questions.
Trustee Senior?
I have no questions, but I'm excited about this.
Thank you. Trustee Chalmalave? No questions. Trustee Shelby?
No questions.
Trustee Armour?
Love it. No questions.
I know you a participant. Trustee Miller?
No questions.
Thank you. Mr. Clerk?
Okay, roll call. Trustee Abraham.
Yes.
Trustee Chalmalave.
Yes.
Trustee Senior.
Yes.
Trustee Shelby.
Yes.
Trustee Armour.
Yes.
Trustee Miller.
Yes.
And this carries 6-0. Thank you all. Next, item D, a resolution of the Village of Broadview adopting civility pledge.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Senior, and seconded by Trustee Armour. Madam President.
Thank you. So this is the Civility Pledge, and this is an initiative that the IML had brought for us. And I thought it was important because we all will, at least I'm always talking about love and kindness and how we treat one another in the public space with respect. And so this pledge is in the interest of civility. I pledge to promote civility by listening, being respectful of others, acknowledging that we are all striving to support and improve our community, and understanding that we each may have different ideas achieving that objective. So my ask is for the Board of Trustees to approve this resolution, making a commitment based off what this pledge is, and also all of us signing the pledge so that we can put up into Village Hall to show that we're all committed to this work of showing that we can acknowledge, that we can support, and that we all have differences, but we have to be respectful in how we look at those differences. Trustee Abraham, you have any questions?
No question.
Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Trustee Chalmalave?
Ready to sign?
Trustee Shelby?
No questions.
Trustee Armour?
No questions.
Trustee Miller?
No questions.
Mr. Clerk?
Roll call. Trustee Abraham.
Yes.
Trustee Chalmalave.
Yes.
Trustee Senior.
Yes.
Trustee Shelby.
Yes.
Trustee Armour.
Yes.
Trustee Miller.
Yes.
Thank you all. This carries 6-0.
And then I have the pledge tonight for us all to sign, and we'll have someone bring it over to you, Trustee Abraham, for you to sign so that we can get it out. So it's all to the elected body to sign this. So I've already signed it, so I'll start that way and just bring it that way. And then I'm asking each trustee to sign it individually and give it over to the clerk for record keeping.
All right. Thank you, Mayor. Next, item E, a resolution awarding the contract for certain village-owned right-of-way improvements near Roosevelt School to A-Lamp Concrete contractors after competitive bidding for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
I second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Senior, seconded by Trustee Shelby. Madam President.
Thank you. Director Ames, you want to tell us about this?
Sure. Good evening,
Good
Board, Mayor, Board of Trustees, everyone in attendance. This resolution is for the awarding the low bid contract, which was A-Lamp for the improvements to Roosevelt School diagonal parking. This was destroyed, I believe, about 2 years ago when the contractors performed work at the school and basically unsupervised. So thank you, Attorney Jaworski, for going back and forth with District 89 Board and helping us to make this right. So this is so that we can, if nothing else, restore our right-of-ways, the specifications, and we'll oversee the project.
Thank you. Trustee Abraham, that's it, Director Ames?
That's it.
Oh, Trustee Abraham, you have any questions or comments?
None.
Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Trustee Chalmalave?
I have a question. Do we know when parents will be able to park?
You can actually park there now,
Now?
Trustee, yeah. So they've got temporary parking
Stop.
stops there, but as soon as construction begins, they're going to remove those, and we'll have the curb in place afterwards. So,
All right. Thank you.
you're welcome.
That's it? Trustee Shelby?
No questions.
Trustee Armour?
No questions.
Trustee Miller?
Just confirming that A-Lamp, their bid came in at $119,475 for
I believe that was the bid
public
tallies.
records. Is District 89 covering any portion of this, or is it all coming out of the village?
No, the villages, I'm sorry. District 89 is covering every portion of this, from the engineering to the construction. As a matter of fact, I believe they have, after the job is completed, 60 days to reimburse the village upon our invoicing. So,
Excellent.
Okay. I just wanted to confirm the coverage. Thanks.
Okay, and piggybacking off of trustee Miller, the engineer estimated was $128,000, so it came up under the cost of what the engineer estimated. So about maybe a little bit, about $10,000 difference.
that'll be savings to District 89.
Yep. Okay, thank you. Mr. Clerk?
All right, Madam President, we'll have a roll call. Trustee Abraham?
Yes.
Trustee Chamalave?
Yes.
Trustee Senior?
Yes.
Trustee Shelby?
Yes.
Trustee Armour?
Yep.
Trustee Miller?
Yes.
And this carries 6-0. Thank you all. Next, item F. A resolution authorizing and approving an agreement with Edwin Hancock Engineering Company for certain design and engineering services for the 2023 street improvement project for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Senior, seconded by Trustee Miller. Madam President?
Thank you. Director Ames, you want to tell us about this?
Yeah, this is a standard agreement with Hancock Engineering for the design and construction engineering for capital outlay, our capital resurfacing of our streets that's been identified this year.
Trustee Abraham, you have any questions or comments?
No questions.
Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Trustee Malave?
No question.
Trustee Shelby?
No questions.
Trustee Armour?
No questions.
Trustee Miller?
Trying to go through to see if I see the actual cost of their service. You have it?
I'm sorry?
What's the cost of the service?
You should have an agreement in front of you from Hancock.
So attachment A got the 2023 schedule of hourly rates for each engineer tier, and Exhibit B, which is the attachment, the total design engineering fee is $57,300, and the construction engineering fee total is $72,100.
Thank you. I just like that to be noted so that the public has it, because they don't get the same documentation that we have. So a lot of times when they're asking how much something costs, it's already noted and they can go back and review. So that was my only reason for the question. Thanks.
I don't have that in front of me, trustee, but thank you for bringing that up, and thank you, Mayor, for, if nothing else, making that known.
Thank you. Mr. Clerk?
All right, roll call. Trustee Abraham?
Yes.
Trustee Chamalave?
Yes.
Trustee Senior?
Yes.
Trustee Shelby?
Yes.
Trustee Armour?
Yes.
Trustee Miller?
Yes.
And this carries 6-0. Thank you all. Next, item G, a resolution authorizing and approving a facade improvement agreement between the Village of Broadview and Straub Corporation for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Who was the second? Okay. It's been properly motioned by Trustee Senior, seconded by Trustee Chamalave. Madam President?
Thank you. Commissioner Upshaw, you want to tell us about this facade ask?
Yes. Good morning, Mayor, or good afternoon, good evening.
Good evening.
Mayor, it's been a long day. Good evening, Board, and everyone in attendance. Before you this evening for consideration, you have the Strobe Corporation. It is a new business that will be coming to Broadview. Actually, we do have the individuals here this evening who have actually purchased 2121 Roosevelt Road and that are looking to be an asset to the Village of Broadview. Currently, I'm not aware of any law firm that's in the Village of Broadview to help residents and those in need. And so in order to assist them with their project, they filled out a facade application probably about 3 or 4 months, or probably about 6 months ago. And so it's come before the board today, and they're ready to move forward.
Thank you. Trustee Abraham, you have any questions or comments?
No, I do not. No comment.
Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Trustee Malave?
No questions.
Trustee Shelby?
No questions.
Trustee Armour?
I do have one question. Within the legislation, there is a facade improvement fund, and I wanted to know how much is the fund? How much is is in the fund?
I would refer that to
Whoever
finance.
can answer that.
I'm sorry, are you talking about in the legislation? Because
It-
the legislation is just adopting the actual facade improvement agreements.
Yes, and it doesn't have the amount of what's in the facade or the facade fund. I was just curious as to what the amount that's in the fund.
That's, I would not know the answer. to that
Director
question.
Hood
Mr.
can
Hood.
answer that.
Good evening. The facade program is part of the Roosevelt TIF district. And when it was originally done over 10 years ago, there was $300,000 allocated to it. And
Bless you.
I would have to look, the last report I did, I believe we'd used 178,000 of that 300. Now, what is up to you guys, if you decide there needs to be more money allocated, it would be brought to you to raise that limit on that particular program, but that's really up to you. So you're looking at roughly $120,000 still in there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anything else, Trustee Arnold?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Trustee Miller?
I don't have a question, but I do have a comment. So, I think you said that the owners are here. Just my sentiments are that I'm happy something is coming to the other side of 17th Avenue. It seems like a lot of times our end kind of isn't a part of the hustle and bustle. So even though this is a quiet kind of setup, I'm glad that that eyesore that used to be Clay's Realty, I believe that that's building. I'm glad that that eyesore is now leaving. I've seen the work that they've been doing there because I literally live right around the corner. So I was like, yes, something's coming here. So I'm watching it come along, and it really looks good. And I just want to say kudos to whomever is working on this project for this company, because it looks like they're doing a really good job at that rebuild and making that building look way better. So that's just my only comment.
Thank you. So the owners are here, and welcome to the village of Broadview. It does look really nice. We seeing it like transform right before our eyes. So on that side where Trustee Miller is talking about, we are developing the whole Roosevelt corridor. So we have the Broadview Family Restaurant, the new gas station that took place on that end, and now this is a follow-up to the addition of you taking that building and transforming it and making it a law firm. And I think that's important for locals that looking for some legal assistance. Now we have someone in town that they can stop by their office to get some information from you. So welcome to Broadview, and we're here to support you and have you in the village for 100 years plus. All right, Mr. Clerk?
Roll call. Trustee Abraham.
Yes.
Trustee Chamalave.
Yes.
Trustee Senior.
Yes.
Trustee Shelby.
Yes.
Trustee Armour.
Yes.
Trustee Miller.
Yes.
And this carries 6-0. Thank you all. Next item,
Thank
H.
you, Board.
A resolution authorizing and approving a certain agreement with Patino's Music LLC for the provision of entertainment services for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Miller, seconded by, did I hear Trustee Armour? Thank you. Madam President?
Thank you. This is for the stage and everything that we need for Juneteenth. The contract is $10,050. Trustee Abraham, you have any questions or comments?
No question.
Trustee Senior?
No question.
Trustee Chamalave?
No question.
Trustee Shelby?
No questions.
Trustee Armour?
No questions.
Trustee Miller?
Just a comment. We've all watched Juneteenth evolve and go through kind of the start and now where we're at. I'm happy that we're getting a stage for our performers, and just to make it look appealing when we go to other festivals or things in the town, it kind of, it's like, wow, I wish we could have that or whatever. So last year kind of was a eye-opener to see some of the stuff that was needed the year before and the year prior. So I'm normally one of the ones that's like, do we really need that? Do we got to spend money on that? Can we do something else? But this time I'm like, yeah, we needed a stage the first year, and now the second year it looked great, and hopefully this third year to be even better. So
Thank you. So we have one of our artists in the audience that's going to be on that stage, the spoken one. So, Mr. Clerk?
All right. Roll call. Trustee Abraham.
Yes.
Trustee Chamalave.
Yes.
Trustee Senior.
Yes.
Trustee Shelby.
Yes.
Trustee Armour.
Yes.
Trustee Miller.
Of course, yes.
And this passes 6-0. Thank you all.
It's come a long way.
Turn the page. Next is item I, a resolution authorizing and approving a certain agreement with REPD for the creation and use of a civic engagement platform for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Senior, seconded by Trustee Shelby. Madam President?
Ms. Jones, you want to tell us about Rep ID?
Good evening, Mayor, trustees, and residents.
Good evening.
This is an exciting day. It really is. I was tasked with finding a partnership in order for us to expand our platform, in order to communicate with our residents by asking questions, and where we have the department heads and also our elected officials that can, and any employees that can answer the questions for us. So a little bit about REP. We go live tomorrow at 1 p.m., and of where it'll be on our website, of where it says Ask Broadview. So of where you can ask us, it will have 5 questions of what is this tool about, also what's going to happen on Safety Saturday, also what's going to happen with Juneteenth, and how can you be a part of Juneteenth for us. And that platform is just going to open up questions and answers for the Village of Broadview. So I welcome each and every one of the residents, even our business partners, because this is going to take us into the next level of how we look being transparent and also educating our community on what's best for us. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Trustee Abraham, you have any questions for Ms. Jones?
No, I do not.
Trustee Senior?
I do not, but I'm liking this.
Trustee Chamalave?
Will this be connected to an app somehow?
Yeah, well, we're gonna have it on our website. Also, we're gonna do a, like we do the not the robocall, I'm sorry. We do the email blast. It'll be a link, and also be a link on our website as well.
Thank you.
Trustee Shelby?
Great idea. Thank you so much.
Trustee Armour?
Well, it's an interesting idea, and I was just curious as to how did you guys come up with this idea? What was the...
Because we want to take it to the next level, because when our residents and our business partners call in to us, we normally return calls like 24 to 48 business hours, so we wanted to step it up, of where, we know that residents at all times of the day, weekends, they have questions, so where they can go, they can post the questions, and then we just do like a little snapshot of answering the question for them, and then of where it's kind of like an open dialogue of where it's live for them.
And what about for our constituents who aren't computer savvy? How are we going to be getting them engaged in this process?
Well, we're still going to roll it out of where we're still doing the robocalls. So we're not dropping the robocalls. We're not dropping like our newsletters to our seniors, because we know of our senior population that still we have to do that connecting. But we also want to just broaden, when it comes to the communication of our village, in order to let them know that, yeah, we're stepping up our game in order to bring dialogue communication to the next level.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Trustee Miller?
I see it's only for May and June, so is this just a trial that we're paying
Yes.
$3,000 for?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anything else? So let me answer some of Trustee Armour's questions. So at a conference, at NLC conference, the National League of Cities, they have all these different vendors that we could tap into, and this was the one that sparked my attention. I like it because sometimes we get the same question from different residents, and we answer in the same question, when if we do a video, all they got to do is go to the website and look at the app. On Friday, we had our bingo with the seniors. And everyone, we had about maybe 70 seniors there. Every last one of them had a cell phone. Every last one of them knew how to download a picture that they received via text. So they are becoming more tech savvy as we go through this process with, you know, we do the robocalls, the email blasts, social media, and now this is an additional form of communication for us to communicate. So it was included in the budget for a year-round contract, which is about $18,000. But we wanted to do a trial so that the residents could get acclimated to it. So today I just seen some videos with, I think, the fire chief and Ms. Jones and I think Chief Mills. So tomorrow it'll be some real live things that come out. But these are questions that we get from residents, from different residents, the same question, but we're able to answer it in a video versus, you know, the repeat. I mean, and we still may have to repeat it because that's just the nature. We're in the service industry. But I thought it was really unique and it was different and a good way for us to add to our communication platform. So, Mr. Clerk?
Okay, we'll have a roll call. Trustee Abraham.
Yes.
Trustee Chamalave.
Yes.
Trustee Senior.
Yes.
Trustee Shelby.
Yes.
Trustee Armour.
Yes, let's
Trustee
try it.
Miller.
Yes.
And this carries 6-0, Madam President. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Next, item J, a resolution authorizing and approving expenses related to attendance at the U.S. Conference of Mayors 91st Annual Meeting in Columbus, Ohio for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Armour, seconded by Trustee Senior. Madam President.
Thank you. So as we are evolving in the Village of Broadview, it's important that I continue to network with mayors across the country on how we can enhance the Village of Broadview and what our opportunities proposed to us. So this conference will allow me to continue to make that connection. I was at the conference in January. This is the summer conference, which is in Ohio. The cost is $2,900, and that includes all travel and accommodations, and it's in our budget. Trustee Abraham, you have any questions?
No questions, Madam Mayor.
Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Trustee Chamalave?
No questions.
Trustee Shelby?
No questions.
Trustee Armour?
No question.
Trustee Miller?
No questions.
Mr. Clerk?
Roll call. Trustee Abraham.
Yes.
Trustee Chamalave.
Yes.
Trustee Senior.
Yes.
Trustee Shelby.
Yes.
Trustee Armour.
Yes.
Trustee Miller.
Yes.
And this carries 6-0. Thank you all. Next, item K, an ordinance authorizing and approving the disposal of personal property from the fire department for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Miller, seconded by Trustee Armour. Madam President.
Thank you. Chief Martin, you want to tell us about this donation?
Yes. Good evening, Mayor, Board of Trustees, everyone in attendance.
Good evening.
We have the fire department currently has a 1999 Ford E450 ambulance, 24 years old, that's been sitting. It's in need of some pretty severe repairs to get it up and running. And we've been trying to sell this for a while, and we've been unsuccessful. So I reached out to Triton College and to Loyola University Medical Center. Triton was interested but didn't have space for it, and Loyola was interested and has a need to use the ambulance as a stationary training device. So they would, seeing that we partner with Loyola for pretty much everything we do, including our paramedics, they work under the Loyola license in the ER. And seeing that we get a lot of paramedic students that come and ride with us, we thought it would be a good thing to consider a donation of this ambulance to their program, so they can use it to sit there and put their paramedic students in the actual box of the ambulance for training purposes. So it won't be used for a ambulance to be driven, it'll just be used for a training ambulance. And so I presented the village administrator with a letter requesting that we donate that to Loyola.
Thank you. Trustee Abraham, you have any questions?
No questions.
Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Trustee Chamalave?
Just a comment, thank you. I love the idea of repurposing those types of things, especially. for
Thank you.
education. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Trustee Shelby?
No questions.
Trustee Armour?
No questions.
Trustee Miller?
No questions.
Mr. Clerk?
Roll call, trustee Abraham,
Yes.
trustee Chamalave,
Yes.
trustee Senior,
Yes.
trustee Shelby,
Yes.
trustee Armour.
Yes.
Trustee Miller.
Yes.
And this carries 6-0. Thank you all.
Thank you.
When they picking it up? That's, I mean, I mean, it's approved now, when they coming to get it?
tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, item I, consideration of an application for a business license requested by Hasta Luego at 1421 West Roosevelt Avenue, Roosevelt Road, in the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by trustee Armour, seconded by trustee Chalmalave. Madam President.
Before I turn it over to Commissioner Upshaw, I just want to say I am super excited about this particular business because this business owner are actually residents of Broadview. And when we talk about recycling our dollars, this is the type of businesses we want to come to our community where they live, they work, they play here, and we want to support them and we want them to stay in business. So Commissioner Upshaw, tell us about this business and let's go out and support all of our businesses, but especially the residents that live here. That's just so commendable. So thank you for coming to Broadview and living in Broadview.
Yes, Hasta Luego is currently located at 1421 Roosevelt Road. They were issued a temporary business license, which lasts for up to 60 days. They have passed all of their inspections and are compliant with all our village codes, and they also have received a certificate of occupancy. It's a convenience store that sells Hispanic products, one stop for all your needs, vegetables, fruits, household, and personal care items. They were gracious enough to send me an itemized list, thank you. It was very long, but thank you, of the things that they sell, but that's greatly appreciated. And as the mayor stated, I think this is the second or third business that I'm aware of where we actually have homeowners or residents that have a business in the village of Broadview. So kudos to them. I'll entertain any questions at this time.
Thank you. Trustee Abraham, you have any questions?
No questions, just welcome to the community.
Thank you. Trustee Senior?
No questions, but welcome.
Trustee Chalmalave?
No questions, just a comment. I just met them recently, and so I'm really excited about their business, and they have some great products that normally we would go, a little further to get. So I'm excited about it, and the mayor wants me to say it in Spanish as well, pero bienvenidos y gracias por tener su tienda con nosotros. No teníamos esos productos cerca. Y traigan más. Okay, y much success to you guys.
Trustee Shelby? Thank you, Trustee.
No, congratulations. Welcome to the Village of Broadview, and I can't wait to visit you guys. You're welcome.
Trustee Armour?
Wow, that's exciting. To be able to live and to work where you live. Live and work where you live. That's exciting. Congratulations. Welcome to Broadview, and I got to stop by there to see what I can get or what you can teach me to cook.
Is it Trustee? Trustee Miller?
First, hopefully everything goes well with bringing them aboard. I see it's been a long process for them to get approved. Looks like over a year or so. But my question is, I noticed in the board packet, their certificate of registration expired in 2022. So do you know if that's been applied for the new one from the state?
I'm not sure. What has expired? Trustee, I'm sorry.
Certificate of registration, which is what the state issues for a business to have the sales and use.
So can you guys check your email, because the
Yes.
state, when you go on to the state, just give it to the building department, because they send it to you in the email.
Okay, well, I guess the mayor answered that for you. So if you could confirm receipt of it once you get it, that was my only comment.
That's it, trustee?
That was my only comment.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk.
Roll call, trustee Abraham,
Yes.
trustee Chalmalabi,
Yes.
trustee Senior,
Yes.
trustee Shelby,
Yes.
trustee Armour,
Yes.
trustee Miller,
Yes.
and this carries 6-0. Thank you all. Next, item M, consideration of an application for a business license requested by Lopez Auto Repair at 1919 West 19th Street, front unit in the village of Broadview, county of Cook, state of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by trustee Armour, seconded by trustee Chalmalave. Madam President.
Thank you, Commissioner Upshaw. You want to tell us about Lopez Auto Repair?
Yes, Lopez Auto Repair will be located at 1919 West 19th Street in the front. They will do automotive repair and diagnostics. They have completed all of their inspections, received a certificate of occupancy, are compliant with all village codes at this time. And this particular gentleman, which was interesting to me as well, is he had been working for somebody, and now he's starting his own business. So I thought that was interesting. And he was working for a company in Broadview.
Oh, wow.
So I thought that was fascinating, too. Entrepreneurship.
Thank you. Are they here?
Yes.
Yeah.
In the back.
Welcome to Broadview.
You're welcome.
Trustee Abraham, you have any questions or comments?
Want to welcome them to Broadview, and I'm glad it's a resident, correct, of our village, right?
Yes.
The owner?
Yes.
Yeah, so again, thank you for doing business and staying here and promoting our community.
Trustee Senior? Trustee Chalmalave?
Welcome, bienvenidos, mucho éxito.
Trustee Shelby?
Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you.
Trustee Armour?
Welcome to Broadview.
Trustee Miller?
No questions.
Thank you. Welcome to Broadview. Make sure we support our local Broadview businesses, especially small businesses. That's what keep us sound and keep us going. So if you got information that we can share with the other residents about being a business, we want to make sure we communicate that because we want you guys to sustain and be here for 100 years. All right, thank you. Mr. Clerk?
Roll call, trustee Abraham,
Yes.
trustee Chalmalave,
Yes.
trustee Senior,
Yes.
trustee Shelby,
Yes.
trustee Armour,
Yes.
trustee Miller.
Yes.
This carries 6-0, Madam President. Thank you all. Next, item N, consideration of an application for a business license requested by Ambiance LLC, located at 2133 22nd Avenue, Suite A, in the village of Broadview, county of Cook, state of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by trustee Armour, seconded by trustee Shelby. Madam President.
Thank you. Commissioner Upshaw, you want to tell us about this?
Yes, Eyes by Ambience LLC will be located at 2133 22nd Avenue, Suite A. Eyes by Ambience LLC will perform permanent makeup procedures on clients. The procedures consist of ombre, micro shading, lip neutralization, lip blushing, and other permanent makeup procedures, eyeliner enhancement, and things of that nature. They are compliant with all of their inspections. They received a certificate of occupancy, and as well as today, we're on you guys, the board, I should say, may have remembered them in the past. They were on the agenda in December of last year for the zoning variance. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Abraham, you have any questions or comments?
No questions.
Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Trustee Chalmalave?
Just a comment, this is exciting.
Trustee Shelby?
No questions.
Trustee Armour?
We're going to be so beautiful here in Broadview. That's it.
Trustee Miller?
So I guess like this was like the week for my area, huh? I've walked past Eyes by Ambiance, and I do remember them being on the zoning approval for us. The inside of that place looks good. Like I've seen it. My dog and I walk, not with the mayor, but we walk, and I peeked in there. So I can't wait till they officially can open for us all to see it. Hopefully besides them doing ombre procedures. I'm hoping I'll find somewhere in the community that can do my eyebrows. So that's all I was concerned about. So yeah, cool. Welcome.
Thank you. Is the business owner here?
I don't see
I
Ms.
didn't know.
Barnes.
Okay, Mr. Clerk?
Roll call. Trustee Abraham. We'll take a roll call. Trustee Abraham.
Yes.
Trustee Chamalave.
Yes.
Trustee Senior.
Yes.
Trustee Shelby.
Yes.
Trustee Armour.
Yes.
Trustee Miller.
Yes.
And this carries 6-0. Thank you all.
Thank you, Board.
Thank you.
Next, item O, a resolution authorizing and approving expenses related to attendance at the National League of Cities Hispanic Elected Local Officials, HELO, 2023 Summer Conference in Miami, Florida, for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Armour, seconded by Trustee Miller. Madam President.
Thank you. If you don't notice, we are an all-female board and we're very diverse. And I'm happy that our first elected Latina is appointed to the board, and she's taken a leap to start getting more engaged with what other Hispanics are doing around the nation. So when she called and said she wanted to participate in it, it was just a no-brainer for me because I encourage all of the board to be informed, get educated on processes, and networking with your colleagues, because that's what makes us solid. When we have different outsiders, just not what's in the Village of Broadview or our borders, but it's much larger than that, and we need to be aware and conscious of what's taking place. So I'm excited for you, Trustee, and I'm glad that you bring that diversity to this board. That's important to us and to me. Trustee Abraham, you have any questions or comments?
No question.
Trustee Senior?
No question.
Trustee Chamalave?
No question.
Trustee Shelby?
No questions.
Trustee Armour?
No questions.
Trustee Miller?
No questions.
Mr. Clerk?
Roll call. Trustee Abraham.
Yes.
Trustee Chamalave. Trustee Senior.
Yes.
Trustee Shelby.
Yes.
Trustee Armour.
Yes.
Trustee Miller.
Yes.
And this carries 6-0. Thank you
Oh,
all.
Mr. Clerk, before, for the record, I need to say what the cost is.
Okay.
It's in the budget.
1,300 is what's allocated. 1,400 is what's allocated for her travels and accommodations. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Next, item 10, application for the authority to expend funds. We have none. Item 11, village clerk report. I was going to speak in depth about the Juneteenth. I think I covered that earlier in the communication. So let me just reiterate, our Juneteenth celebration this year is June 16th, 17th, and 18th. We have an exciting lineup of events as well as performances. And as Mayor said, we have the Blessed One in the audience. He will be doing the spoken word, and he's done a wonderful job in the past for some of our events, and I'm looking for some exciting new material this year. And we have a couple of headliners that we are very proud of. We'll be announcing the headliners real soon. I'm not going to say who now because I want it to be a surprise. But we're going to have a host of vendors. If you know of anyone that wants to be a performer, contact me. If you know of anyone that wants to have a vendor tent, please contact Lily as soon as possible because those spots are filling up. And there's a vendor package that's out there with all of the requirements necessary to become a vendor. And we just want to make sure we have a fun, safe, and happy Juneteenth celebration as always. We're stepping it up, like Trustee Miller said this year. Last year, Patino's Music did provide that stage, and it was every bit worth that $10,000 price tag. He only went up $50 this year, which is great. But, you know, I know a little bit about music, technology, and all of the audio stuff that comes with it, and they did an excellent job. They are wonderful engineers, and it was a pleasure to work with them, and I'm looking forward to another successful Juneteenth. That concludes my report. Next is item 12, Village President, Mayor Katrina Thompson.
Thank you and good evening. Before I give my report, I'm gonna just put him on the spot because I want you all to know how good he is. the blessed one. Can you bless us with a few words real quick?
On the spot.
You can come to the mic.
You asked my name. I say the blessed one, and I'm so grateful for the blessing from the Lord, from my parents, and even from the little lessons that I learned in life, how it taught me to stay on my P's and Q's, how those friends become few, and how mama said it, boy, do as I say, not as I do. But if only you knew the things that I've been through. My life is more than what you see. I once heard this kid saying he wished that he could be me, but I told him, hey, little man, I'm not free. See, I'm shackled, tired of feeling gagged and bound in a world of the lost, hoping that I'm found out here searching for a father figure. But my pops is still around. You see, my pops was a cat that you would call a Rolling Stone. He did his dirt and yeah, it hurt, but still he came home. I got exposed to this lifestyle as a kid, but now you see I'm grown. And being grown led me to gangbanging and crack sales, lots of liquor, lots of women, exposed to the county jails, a new direction in life. See, I was going to hell. But then this cat named Jesus, he called out to me, he said, "All loose those shackles, parents out and set you free." But with all the wrong out there, and I said, "Lord, how can it be?" And he replied, "I done paid the price for all your sins, a new start." What I'm saying is you are now born again. And when the mothers turn their backs on you, I'll still be your friend. See, I'm no longer lost because now I've been found. He's my protector. What I'm saying is Jesus keeps me safe and sound.
Yes.
You surrender to him, yo, you turn your life around.
So I'm sure the blessed one will have some spoken word for us during Juneteenth. I know it was impromptu, but thank you for doing
Thank
that
you
because
so
that's, you're just powerful. Thank you.
Yes.
So a couple of updates. So congratulations to Trustee Miller, Trustee Senior, and Trustee Shelby on being reelected for a second term. I look forward to continue all of our efforts to continue to move Broadview forward. We will continue to be accountable, transparent, honest, and respectful. WCMC will host a newly elected official training. Once I receive the details, I will forward that information to the Board of Trustees. Even if you've been on the board and you own the board, I encourage you to go to the training because laws have changed in a lot of ways, and the training should be pretty good. In the meantime, I would encourage the trustees to spend some time on the IML website, which is www.iml.org. It's a public website. Anybody can have access to the information, but if you want to know about legislation, education, advocacy, this is the place where we go for municipal leaders to get information to keep us on task. Residents and elected officials are often faced with challenging and complex issues that can spark strong emotions and create conflict. Adopting the pledge tonight and putting civility at the forefront provides a foundation for effective community conversation. This pledge will be read by the clerk at each meeting moving forward. So thank you all for passing that because that's key. We need to be often reminded on how we legislate and how we communicate and how we work with one another and how we work with the public. The Springfield trip, so 2 weeks ago, well, last week, I don't even remember, but about 2 weeks, thank you. Last week I was in Springfield for our IML day, and so the hot topics are, protecting local revenues, and that's our LGDF. So prior to January 2011, 10% of total state income tax collection was dedicated to local governments through the LGDF. The local percentage share has been reduced numerous times, currently at 6.15% of the individual tax collections and 6.845% of corporate income taxes to go to local government. These revenues are critical for the municipal services, and continued reductions only exacerbate the financial problems many municipalities face. It is our goal that the General Assembly should gradually restore the LGDF to the full 10% share of all state income tax collections. I was able to have a conversation with Speaker Welch and Leader Leifer about the local road under the jurisdiction of IDOT. I was very pleased that the Secretary of Transportation, Secretary Osmond, came to the Village of Broadview with his team, and they took a tour with our Public Works Director, the Police Chief, and the Fire Chief on some of the issues and concerns that we have as it relates to IDOT and how we look at our road. Tomorrow, I'll be back in Springfield with our advocacy and promoting and with the things that's still hot topics because they're still in session. This time, Trustee Chalmalavi is going with me, so she get to see how we advocate, how we have conversation with our state officials, and how we get the needle moving on bills that we're following. I sit on a lot of legislative committees, and I track a lot of bills, and this year, I think in this General Assembly, it was 6,000 bills. It's about 14 of them that I'm following for them to approve by the end of this General Assembly. So it's important that we advocate and we keep, on the forefront of what's best for Broadview as things that's passed through legislation impacts our municipality. The Local 63 Training Center is expanding. They will host a groundbreaking ceremony for the House of Glass. That's what they call it, a new development, House of Glass, on May 5th at 9 a.m. You're all invited to participate, 2525 Lexington Street. This is another $7 to $8 million project coming to the village of Broadview. The Answer Inc. Walkathon is on May 6th. Registration is at 11, opening ceremony at 11:30, and the walk is at noon. Come move with the mayor. The Broadview Park District Mother's Day brunch is on May 6th at Schroeder Park. For more information, call the Broadview Park District, 708-343-5637. The annual tutus and bow ties for children 5 to 9 is on May 13th from 1 to 3. It's so cute to see the kids in their bow ties and tutus. And I'm really happy to announce that finally the Red Door Meeting Place will have a ribbon cutting ceremony on May 27th. Once I get the details, I will share that, as the owners are very excited about this ribbon cutting ceremony. And then the View Restaurant is very close to obtaining their business license and certificate of occupancy. They have a few more loose ends that they need to tie up before we present it to the board. I would like to thank the trustees for approving the fiscal '24 budget. Accountability holds all of us responsible. We cannot pass legislation that create bills and not approve to pay the bills. That is irresponsible as an elected official. We must also work from a place of transparency and know our roles as elected officials. I made my commitment to the village of Broadview in 2017 that I would be transparent, accountable, and communicate with the community. We stream all of our board meetings. We do our best with getting the information out in a timely manner via email blast, website, or social media. Tomorrow we will launch our REP, which is a video question and answer platform for us to connect with the community via video. You will be able to ask a question, and either myself or any department head will be able to respond via video with the answer. This information will be on the website as well. So as we continue to move the village forward, we want community participation. We want feedback on what we can do better, because it's always good, best, and better. And it don't happen if all of us are not talking and we don't have a communication, a dialogue of what's taking place. But we really take pride in the work that we do. And tonight, the reason why I displayed my awards is because I'm very proud of the work that I do, and I'm humble that people recognize and honor me in the work that I do every day for this village. So I'm on the Wall of Fame for Triton College. I'm an alumni there. I believe in going to local community colleges. A four-year college may not be on everybody's financial plan, but it's a step into it. But they also offered trade opportunities for young people to take advantage of. I'm very pleased to say that I do have a scholarship in my name at Triton College to give Broadview residents an opportunity to get a scholarship so that they can advance their educational platform. So I was honored to receive that and to be on the Wall of Fame with so many high-profile people that's on this Wall of Fame. So that's such an honor. Also, this past week, I was awarded with the Public Leadership Award, and that's through Active Transportation. So that has a lot to do with how I engage with the community, bike riding, walking, and keeping healthy on the platform. Even in the winter times, we have to be indoors, but we still try to promote health and wellness in our community, because we know in the Black and brown community, we have a lot of health disparities, and we need to be real conscious and aware and promote these things so that we can have the information, get to the resource, and be proactive in our lifestyle. It's literally a lifestyle change, and there's been plenty of health fairs that's been popped up. We've participated with the Oak Park Health Fair. I know the Quinn Center hosted a health fair not too long ago, but just pay attention to the health fairs and get the information to be proactive. But the move with the mayor is something that I'm really excited about, because we all can do this. Even if you just move 5 minutes, you can garden. You can walk to the block, or you can walk with us every week. So with that being said, I'm glad that we have our board intact, that we're making good decisions financially, legislative, and we are on the move, we are on the rise, and together we all win, and together we become stronger. So I'm excited about the library. They're getting ready to do their grand reopening. What day is that? May 20th, the Broadview Public Library, they had some issues, and now that they rectified all of those issues, they're doing a grand reopening to open up the library to the community. And it's such a beautiful space for us to visit and be able to go and utilize our own library and not have to go outside the village. And the Park District is on the move. They got a lot of programming taking place for all ages. So, you know, get connected. And our schools are doing well. We need to do, you know, more mentoring to our young people and getting them engaged in civics and stuff like that. So the clerk and I are really working hard to do that. At the last Proviso Democratic meeting, we talked about youth being civic engaged. So I'm happy. I'm already a member, but I was happy that I could sponsor 12 youth to become members so that they get this knowledge and they can work hand in hand with the clerk and I as we move the needle a little bit further with our young people, because we need them to be the leaders. We know a lot because we've been around, but we have to show them the right way on what it means to be transparent, what it means to be accountable, what it means to be honest in government, because we can't do all of those things. This is not an I, this is a we, and we must grab our young people, embrace them, love on them, and coach them into these roles, because I don't plan on being the mayor. I don't know how long they plan on being the trustee or the clerk, but we want fresh minds and fresh ideas to lead our village to take us to the next 25 years. So we're doing a lot of good work, but thank you, Mr. Clerk, for all of your assistance and all of the department heads. You all really do a good job for the village of Broadview, and I couldn't do it without you, so thank you. With that being said, I'll call for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. Second.
It's been properly motioned by trustee Senior, seconded by trustee Chalmalave to adjourn this evening's meeting. Let me see, I'll take a roll call. Trustee Abraham?
Pardon me?
We're going to adjourn this evening's meeting, if you will. Your vote?
Yes, to adjourn?
Yep. All right. Trustee Chalmalave?
Yes.
Trustee Senior?
Yes.
Trustee Shelby?
Yes.
Trustee Armour?
Yes.
Trustee Miller?
Yes.
And we are hereby adjourned at 8:50 p.m. Thank you all. Have a great evening.